you're reducing the apparent wind by running away from it, so you can take a lot of breeze straight downwind, as Stuart says. Once you start coming down the beam, though, you're in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
when you get force five, you've got to pull against the force state.
You can lose a lot by
you
being
have to
pushed
veer away a
from
lot
the
just to keep the boat up.
If you do what we do and practice broaching a lot, you still
Scallop your way to the mark.
You laugh, but actually it's the best way to learn what happens when the boat does broach and how do you recover from that, and what's the point at which point do you know that it's about to go.
You don't lose a lot with the control broach, I find.
gets you a bit of upwind. Gets you slightly further upwind.
You can make the mark where you weren't making it before.
That's the broach.
I know my crew will take the mick out of me sometimes, and I turn around and just sort of scream, "Lost it!" Literally, you get to the point where the rudder's not doing anymore. So there's nothing else that you can do from the back of the boat, and everybody else just needs to recognise what's about to happen and how are we going to recover from it. And the quicker we can recover, then the less we're going to lose.
If you pay attention as a crew as to what the boat feels like as the helm's starting to lose it, you can start to preempt it as well. You can start to half the time you'll not get to that point because the guy on the kite will start to realise things are getting a bit hairy and start easing the kit, or someone will be letting off the kicker or something like that as well. Just in the helmsman.
I think the helmsman gets the incline first. The helm just stops feeling quite right.
When the feeling stops, but you can start to recognise when it's starting as well. When you get the best feel is through the tiller, obviously.
It's probably pretty well related, pretty closely related to your angle of heel.
Yeah.
So when it's windy and you're heeling, not very much actually, you start to lose the rudder. So you try and combination of spinnaker trim and steering off to make sure you don't go too high, such that you get caught and end up heeling too much.
Walk us through how you would respond to losing the feel of the rudder and you think your approach is coming. What steps and what order would you guys take on it?
Sure.
Well, hang on.
Dump the kicker.
Dump the
First
kicker.
thing we would do.
And a big ease of the kite.
Yeah, for me, let everybody know that I know they take the mick out of me for it, but let everybody know in the boat that I'm losing it and broach is imminent. So we would hopefully have before that been talking about easing the kicker. So hopefully we've been aware of the fact that it's loading up, the tiller's starting to feel pretty heavy. I need to bear away, because if I bear away, then that'll keep the boat underneath the rig. So that's kind of the first thing. If that's still not working because you've been hit by a bigger gust than you thought you were, or you've hit a wave badly at the same time as you've been hit by a gust, and you've been caught off guard, then immediately letting them know that you've lost it. Because you've got a couple of split seconds there to be able to react and do something, even if it is just hang on. But the person that's got the spinnaker sheet, the person that's got the kicker, and let's face it, in that sort of breeze there will be somebody holding the kicker all the time, because that is power on, power off. When you're going downwind in the 707, it's a massive big broached mainsail, and you can really ease the power and kill the power with the boom lifting up. Most of the boats have all got the rod kickers, so the boom's naturally trying to be pushed up by the spring inside the rod kicker anyway. So when you ease the kicker off with the rope, naturally the wind's going to open up and let the wind spill out the top of the mainsail, but the boom's going to be helped up with the
You find the kicker's better than just sort of letting a yard of main sheet out?
Well, typically at this point I would say my main sheet's probably all as far out as it can go.
Okay, but you're reaching at this point in this conversation?
No,
not necessarily, no.
Would you let the kicker, in other words, the leech fall off on a run, would you?
If it's going to stop me and try and help prevent me from broaching, then yes.
Okay. It just gets trapped by the shroud, obviously, at that point on a run.
If you have the kicker on, then you have the back of the sail, the leech becomes really tight. And at that point, it's powerful. If you can make that a bit less tight and flappy.
So even when you're running, you're letting the kicker up.
Yeah, I mean it's not a great idea to have the boom high.
I can understand it on a reach. I've just not really done it very much on a run. So.
Yeah.
Just something you said there, Pete, about easing the spinnaker if you're coming, if you feel you're not broaching. Would you not, kind of in my head I'm going, if we're close to broaching, I need to bear away. So would I not want to sheet in a bit on the spinnaker just to help pull the boat?
No, that's going to
No,
load
it'll
up.
just blow you up.
Loads up even more.
Shows it more. I've not seen
Ideally, if you can fold over, if you can fold over at the deepest part of the shoulders of the spinnaker, if you can fold over like a foot or 2 foot and just let it roll inside itself, but then tug it back in so it doesn't actually collapse, but it rolls in, and you can lose a lot of power just by getting rid of that sail pulling you around.
Okay.
If you have to let it go, you have to let it go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because otherwise,
So kick her off, bear away, ease the spinny sheet, and you leave the guy.
Yeah.
And would you
Is it
try to
this-
get some of your crew weight
Absolutely.
back?
I think the crew weight at that point would already be back.
Right.
Clean
And as far out as it could be, so you'd
Mhm.
literally you'd have somebody on the kicker, you'd have somebody on the spinnaker sheet, and if it's getting to the point of broaching, and well, if it's downwind or reaching, then I think you've got the option either to dump the main or the main's already dumped, then it's the kicker.
So you've got the helmsman and several people behind the track, is that what you're saying? Or do you fight for your space as the helmsman and say, no, that's my territory? You know,
No, I would usually have somebody behind me if it's if it's really windy.
yeah.
I would have at least one person behind me. And if we're going dead downwind, sometimes I've had somebody behind me on the leeward side and somebody behind me on the windward side. So that you've really just in front of you, you've got somebody for the kicker and somebody for the spinnaker sheet.
Interesting.
Would you ever have someone grinding the spinnaker sheet to help the person trimming the
Yes,
spinnaker? Yeah.
yes, yeah. And typically I usually have that on the leeward side, even when it's windy.
because you have to,
Yeah,
you could do some fancy footwork crossing them, but it's pretty awkward to
yeah,
get into place and so on,
yeah.
and causes other problems. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you need somebody small and strong.
And that gets bullied a lot on the boat.
Yeah. So I think it would be unusual to have 2 people right at the back and not have anybody on the grinding. But if it got to the point that it was that windy, it's probably more important to have somebody at the back. You're probably at a survival point.
Actually
So
better
the
if
bow
you-
doesn't go.
Yeah, if
Down.
the ratchet works, just have somebody strong on the spinnaker sheet
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
I was
without
going
the
to say, I was
winch.
laughing when you were saying grind. I don't remember ever getting someone grinding for me.
Obviously, the faster you go, the less pressure that's on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, Pete used to be 9 foot tall, he's only 6'5" now. That's because we didn't give him a winch. But no, the faster you go, the easier it is, without a doubt. But yeah, I wouldn't be shy for having somebody grinding.
Okay. And then have the spinnaker trimmer as far back as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they could be one of the persons behind the track and behind the helmsman if it came to it. So yeah, I mean,
So if
I've
you go
been
in
out
those
some-
circumstances, ooh.
I've been out in some pretty hairy conditions sailing down here, and we've had to have as many people at the back of the boat as possible. And then you've got to pick your moment when it comes to, well, most people didn't want to jibe, if I'm honest. But you've then got to pick your moment as to, are we actually going to jibe, or are we going to get the kite down, and how are we going to do that safely so we don't wipe out and potentially lose somebody over the side? Because if the kite gets caught and somebody's trying to drag the spinnaker in and it's in the water, then there's a chance that somebody could get dragged into the water. Because as soon as that kite gets sucked in, particularly with an older kite will stick to the water much quicker than a newer kite, and that can catch fish quite quickly and haul somebody overboard if they're not held fast on the boat, or if they're caught off guard.
Yeah,
I don't mean to freak people out,
really
but saying
good.
that.
Sometimes you're looking at the risks
Yeah,
and mitigating those
Yeah,
risks.
risk
And,
overboard.
yeah,
and first of all, you've got things going wrong in the jibe. The other thing is that if you find yourself having in that situation where you're deciding not to go for the spinnaker jibe, you still have to consider how safe the white sail jibe is, because Charlie, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Charlie was saying, when you slow down, the pressures increase quite significantly. So we did a white sail jibe, perfect success.